Namaste students. I am JVN Dr. Upesh M. Likhar, working as Assistant Professor, Department of Kriya Sharir, Faculty of Ayurvedic Science, Jyoti Vidyapith Women's University. Today we will discuss about ventilation and regulation of respiration. What is ventilation? Ventilation is the rate at which air enters or leaves the lungs. Ventilation is of two types, pulmonary ventilation and alveolar ventilation. We will begin with pulmonary ventilation. Pulmonary ventilation is the volume of air moving in and out of respiratory tract in a given unit of time during quiet breathing. It is also called minute ventilation or respiratory minute volume. Pulmonary ventilation is a cyclic process by which fresh air enters the lungs and an equal volume of air leaves the lungs. Pulmonary ventilation is calculated by multiplying tidal volume and respiratory rate. Normal value of pulmonary ventilation is 6 liter per minute. Alveolar ventilation. Alveolar ventilation is the amount of air utilized for gaseous exchange every minute. Alveolar ventilation is different from pulmonary ventilation. In pulmonary ventilation, 6 liter of air moves in and out of respiratory tract every minute, but the whole volume of air is not utilized for exchange of gases. Volume of air subjected for gaseous exchange is the alveolar ventilation. Air trapped in the respiratory passage, which is called dead space, does not take part in gaseous exchange. So, alveolar ventilation is calculated by tidal volume minus dead space multiply respiratory rate. Normal value of alveolar ventilation is 4200 ml per minute. Now, what is dead space? Dead space is the part of respiratory tract where gaseous exchange does not take place. Air present in the dead space is called dead space air. The space is of two types, anatomical dead space and physiological dead space. First, anatomical dead space. Structure of this space serve only as the passage for air movement and no gaseous exchange take place in this structure. It includes nose, pharynx, trachea, bronchi and branches of bronchi up to the terminal bronchioles. Second, physiological dead space. Physiological dead space includes anatomical dead space plus two additional volumes. First, air in the alveoli which are non-functioning, and second, air in the alveoli which do not receive adequate amount of blood. Now we will study regulation of respiration. Respiration is a reflex process, but it can be controlled voluntarily for a short period of about 30 to 40 seconds. Normally, quite regular breathing occurs because of two regulatory mechanisms. First, nervous or neural mechanism, and second, chemical mechanism. First, nervous mechanism. Nervous or neural mechanism that regulates the respiration includes respiratory center, afferent nerves, and efferent nerve. Respiratory center are situated in reticular formation of brainstem. These centers are classified into two groups, medullary center and pontine centers. Medullary centers include dorsal respiratory group of neuron and ventral respiratory group of neuron, while pontine center consists of apneustic center and pneumotaxic center. Medullary center, in that we will see dorsal respiratory group of neurons. Dorsal respiratory group of neurons are situated in the nucleus of tractus solitarius, which is present in the upper part of medulla oblongata. These neurons are collectively called inspiratory center. All the neurons of dorsal respiratory group are inspiratory neurons and generate inspiratory ramp and has autorhythmic property. These neurons are always active and responsible for basic rhythm of respiration. Second, ventral respiratory group of neuron. Ventral respiratory group of neuron are present in nucleus ambiguous and nucleus retroambiguous. These two nuclei are situated in the medulla oblongata, anterior and lateral to the nucleus of tractus solitarius. The ventral group of neurons are collectively called expiratory center. Ventral respiratory group has both inspiratory and expiratory neurons. Normally, ventral group of neurons are inactive during quiet breathing and become active during forced breathing. During forced breathing, these neurons stimulate both inspiratory muscles and expiratory muscles. Next are pontine centers. First, apneustic center. Apneustic center is situated in the reticular formation of lower pons. Apneustic center increases depth of inspiration by acting directly on dorsal group of neurons. Second pontine center is pneumotaxic center. Pneumotaxic center is situated in the dorsolateral part of reticular formation in upper pons. Primary function of pneumotaxic center is to control the medullary respiratory centers, particularly the dorsal group of neurons. It acts through apneustic center. Pneumotaxic center inhibits the apneustic center so that the dorsal group neurons are inhibited. Because of this, inspiration stops and expiration starts. Thus, pneumotaxic center influences the switching between inspiration and expiration. Pneumotaxic center increases respiratory rate by reducing the duration of inspiration. So here we end the topic ventilation and regulation of respiration, in which we studied definition of ventilation, pulmonary ventilation, alveolar ventilation, normal value of pulmonary and alveolar ventilation, what is dead space, what is anatomical dead space, what is physiological dead space, regulation of respiration, in which we saw medullary center and pontine center. Thank you.